Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Bakersfield College Renegade Virtual Fitness. We've got our Monday Power Flow Yoga, so we're going to get started here. We're going to take ourselves down to our mat. We're just going to take some time resting ourselves into this child's pose, setting the hips back over the legs, extending those hands forward, dropping that chest down to the ground. Just going to take some time here, allowing the body to calm, allowing the body to rest, setting any intentions for today. Allowing the mind to be at ease. Finding that deep inhale in, that exhale out. And we're holding this child's pose. Just continue finding that breath. Strong inhale in, that cleansing exhale out. Continue holding. I'm going to crawl those hands back towards those knees, lifting that torso up, holding the shoulders back, opening the palms to the side, finding that inhale in, that exhale out. And inhale both arms up, keeping that left arm up. We're going to drop that right to that right ankle, shining that chest up, looking up to that left palm. Inhaling that right arm back up. Looking up at that right palm, we're going to drop that left palm to that left ankle, looking up and hold. Inhaling that left arm back up. Exhaling both arms forward, down to that mat, dropping that chest. From this child's pose, we're going to walk the hands around to our right side, looking under that right arm. Keeping that right palm planted on the ground, we're going to lift that left, shining that chest up. Exhaling that left palm down. Looking under that right arm. Crawling these hands back to center. Taking them all the way to that left side. Looking under that left arm. Inhaling that right arm up to the sky, shining the chest. Exhaling that left arm back down and looking under that left arm. Rolling those hands back to center. Driving that chest down. Shifting our weight forward. Finding our tabletop. Bringing the shoulders over those wrists. The hips over those knees. We're going to get into our cat-cow. We're going to start by dropping the spine, lifting up the head and tail. Arching our back, finding that cat, driving the weight through the hands. Dropping the spine, finding that head and tail again. Arching the back into that cat, driving the weight through the hands. Dropping the spine one more time, finding that head and tail. Last time, we arch that back, finding that cat. Bringing our spine to neutral. We're going to curl under these back toes, taking our hips up, finding our first downward dog, lowering the chest. We can loosen up these legs, driving the heels back. Holding that downward dog. From this downward dog, we're going to pick up that right leg, lifting into the air. We're going to slowly swing it through those hands, planting that foot, raising the arms up. Dropping that left knee down to the mat. We're going to push ourselves back, stretching out that right leg. Shifting that weight forward, lifting that left knee. We plant the hands, bringing that right leg back to downward. We're going to find that repeat on that opposite side, lifting up that left leg, swinging it through these hands, lifting the hands in the air. Dropping that right knee down to the mat. We're going to shift that weight back, extending that left leg. Coming back up, lifting that right knee. Planting our hands, bringing that left leg back to downward. We're going to repeat those motions again. Lifting up that right leg. Swinging it through the hands, bringing both hands up. Dropping the left knee. Shifting our weight back, extending the right. Coming back forward, lifting that left knee. Landing our hands, bringing that right leg back to downward. Getting it one more time on that left side. We lift that left leg. Swinging it through the hands. Bringing the hands up. Dropping the right knee. Shifting that weight back. Extending that left leg. Coming back forward. Raising that right knee. Planting the hands. Bringing that left leg back. Holding that downward. Shifting that weight forward into high plank. Holding this high plank. Pushing back into downward dog. Taking that weight forward, finding our high plank. Pushing back into downward. Bending our knees, we can hop or step forward. Bringing that torso up. Grabbing some water if you need. We're going to get into our salutations. We're going to be finding that salutation A. We're going to be at the front of our mat. Drawing the shoulders back, the palms are open. Remembering our intentions for today. Finding that strong inhale in. That cleansing exhale out. Inhaling both arms up. Exhaling forward fold. Coming into halfway lift. Planting our hands, finding that plank. Taking it down, flipping the toes, upward dog. Holding that upward dog. Thighs are off the mat. Pushing into downward dog. Bending the knees, hop or step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold, inhaling the arms up. Exhaling forward fold. Halfway lift. Planting our hands, we take our plank, taking it down, flipping the toes, upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hop or step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold, inhaling the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Planting those hands, taking our plank, take it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hop or step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Inhaling up. And release. We're going to get that salutation B. Finding our warriors. We're at the front of the mat still. Feet are drawn together. We're going to find a bend in the knees. Looking down at the toes. You should see them in front of the knees. We're going to inhale these arms up. Finding that front chair. Exhaling the arms down at the side, bringing them back behind. Inhaling the arms up to front chair. Bringing the hands to prayer. Finding our forward fold. Halfway lift. Planting our hands, we take plank, take it down, upward dog. Downward dog. Kicking up the right foot, swinging it through the hands, turning out that left, finding our warrior. Turning to the left, extending the arms, finding warrior 2. Back to warrior 1. Planting our hands, kicking into 3-legged. Take it down and up. Downward dog. Opposite side, left foot goes up. Swinging it through, turning out that right foot, warrior 1. Turning to the right, warrior 2. Taking it back to warrior 1. Planting our hands, finding our 3-legged dog. Take it down and up. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Find that chair. Getting it again. Hands to prayer. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Plant the hands, finding our plank. Take it down. Upward dog. Downward dog. Right foot up. Swinging it through, turning out that left. Warrior 1. Turning to the left. Warrior 2. Back to warrior 1. Planting the hands. Find that 3-legged. Take it down and up. Downward dog. Left foot up. Swinging it through. Turn out that right. Warrior 1. Turning to the right. Opening the arms. Warrior 2. Back to warrior 1. Planting the hands. Finding 3-legged dog. Take it down and up. Downward dog. Bending the knees, hopper step forward. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Finding that chair. Bringing those hands to prayer. Lowering the hips. We're going to turn our prayer to the right. Keeping those hips straight. Shining that prayer to the right side. Coming back to center. Taking prayer left. Back to center. Finding front chair. Extending the hips. Exhaling the arms down. And release. Grabbing more water if we need. Shaking the legs out. Hope we're having a great Monday. You want to set that mind, that heart in the right direction for this week. Gathering our breath. We're going to bring ourselves down to our mat. We're going to find some frog On that mat, we're spreading those knees as wide as we can. We want to extend the feet out. Feet are out to the sides, toes forward. Placing our hands in center, we're going to drop the chest, driving the hips back. This is going to hurt through those thighs and hips. Each exhale, driving a little farther back. And we're going to hold. Taking the shoulders forward, dropping that torso down. Gathering our breath, pushing that torso back up. We want to drive the hips back through the knees. Each exhale, try to push a little farther back. Taking the shoulders forward, dropping that torso down, gather the breath. Pushing ourselves back up on the knees, driving those hips back the final time. Push them back as far as you can. Taking the shoulders forward, dropping that torso down, bringing the legs together. You can roll those hips from side to side. Pushing ourselves up into that left side. We're going to bring these feet around. Heels are spread to the edge of the mat. We're going to start with that left ankle. We're going to pull it under the right, bringing that left foot to our right side. Taking that right leg, crossing that knee. We're going to twist ourselves off to the left, driving that right arm to that right knee. Looking over that left shoulder. Keeping those legs locked. We're going to turn that torso to the left side, driving the weight now through that left arm into that knee, looking towards the right. Bringing that torso back to center, unlocking the legs, getting that opposite side. We're going to take that right ankle around the body to that left side, taking that left foot over that right knee. And again, we twist to that left or right side, driving that left arm to the knee. Releasing that torso. We're going to twist ourselves to that right side. Now driving that right arm through that knee, looking over that left shoulder. Coming back to center. Unlocking those legs. Keeping those feet forward still. Getting into that pigeon. We're going to take that left ankle into our center body. We're going to open the palms at the sides. Inhaling our arms up. Exhaling to the left, framing that left knee. Shifting our weight, taking that right foot straight back. Shining that chest forward. The hips are over that left ankle. Crawling the hands forward, dropping the chest down. Crawling the hands back under the chest, lifting that chest up. Curling under our right toes. We're going to lift the hips up, bringing that left foot out, and we're in our high plank. Holding high plank, holding that belly button in. Turning our hips to the right, dropping that left hip. We're going to bring the feet around again. Taking that right ankle into that center body. Opening the palms at the sides. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling towards the right, framing that knee, shifting that weight, bringing that left leg back, shining that chest forward. Crawling the hands forward, dropping the chest down. Rolling the hands back under the chest, lifting the chest. Curling under the left toes, taking the hips up, pulling that right leg out. We're back into our high plank and we hold. Pulling the belly button in. Keep holding. Dropping the knees to the mat, shifting the hips back, finding our child's pose. Taking our shoulders forward, resetting into that tabletop. Hips are over knees, shoulders are over wrists. We're going to extend this left foot, pointing the toes back, planting our weight through that left hand. We're going to lift that right hand, stretching the fingers forward, and we hold. Pulling the belly button in. Bringing that right elbow to that left knee at our center body, and we hold. Planting that left knee and right palm back into our tabletop. We're going to extend this right leg, pointing the toes. Our weights through that right palm now, lifting the left, pointing the fingers forward. And we hold. Now bringing that left elbow to right knee at the center body. Landing that hand and that knee back into that tabletop. Gathering our breath. Crawling the hands back towards those knees. We're going to fall off onto that left foot hip. Turning ourselves around. Grabbing water if you need. We're gonna have the feet fully extended forward. We're gonna lay our torso all the way back. Gathering our breath. We're gonna get a shallow bow, alternating a knee. So we're gonna be pulling that right knee up. On my cue, we'll extend that left leg and both hands up, lifting the shoulders, finding that shallow bow, and we're gonna hold for a 10 count. Then we'll get that opposite side. Pulling that right knee up, those hands and feet. In 3, 2, and 1. Bring them up and hold. Palms are open, left toes are pointed. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, extending that right leg. We're getting that opposite side. We pull that left knee up. We're going to get the hands and feet. 3, 2, and 1. Pointing those right toes, palms are up. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, extending that left leg, gathering your breath. We're going to get it again. Pulling that right knee up, finding hands and feet in 3, 2, and 1. Raising up and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Extending that right. Last time on that left. Pulling that left knee up. Hands and feet in 3, 2, and 1. Raise them up and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, extending that left leg, gathering your breath. Keeping that torso back, we're going to bend the knees to the sky. From this position, I'll cue you in. We're going to have that left foot planted. We're going to lift the hips up towards the sky, bringing the hands interlocked under the hips, and we're going to extend that right foot out, and we're going to find a 10-second hold. Here we go. That left foot's planted solid, lifting the hips up, bringing the hands together under the hips. We extend that right foot in 3, 2, and 1. Extend that foot, point those toes, and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down. Gathering your breath. We're going to get the opposite side. That right foot's planted. And we extend that left. Here we go. Plant that right foot. We bring the hips up. Hands underneath the hips. Interlocking those fingers. Extending that left foot in 3, 2, and 1. Point the toes and hold. 3, 2, and 1. Dropping down, gather your breath. We're going to get it one more time each. Planting that left foot. We're going to bring the hips up, bringing the hands underneath, interlock, extending that right foot in 3, 2, and 1. Point the toes and hold. Three, 2, and 1. Dropping down. Last time on that left side, we're planting that right foot. Let's take the hips up, interlocking the fingers underneath. That left foot comes up in 3, 2, and 1. Extend that left foot and hold. Three, 2, and 1. Releasing down, gathering the breath. Keeping that torso back. We're going to lift both knees up to the chest, wrapping those arms around those knees, pulling them into that chest. Finding a slight rock. Extending and releasing those knees, extending those feet forward, dropping down to the mat. We're going to bring those knees back up to the chest, wrapping the arms around the knees, pulling them in tight. Releasing the knees, extending the feet forward and down. Last time, bringing the knees back to chest, wrapping the arms around the knees, pulling them tight. Releasing the knees, slowly extending forward and taking down. Planting the palms. We're going to lift that torso up. Gathering your breath, grabbing some water. We're going to get into our final movements for today. The feet are going to be extended. We're going to open the palms on the sides of the body. With those palms open, inhaling the arms up, stretching those fingers high. Exhaling the palms back down. And we inhale the palms up. Stretch the fingers high. Exhaling them back down. Last time, inhaling the arms up, stretching the fingers high. We're going to exhale these hands both down to the right side, looking over the right shoulder. As you exhale, twisting farther back. Inhaling the arms back up. We're going to exhale to the left. Looking over that left shoulder. And you inhale those arms back up. We're going to exhale the hands all the way down forward, reaching for those feet, trying to keep those legs extended. If you can't reach those feet, you can wrap a towel around, pulling ourselves closer to the legs. Gathering our breath. Inhaling those arms back up. We're going to exhale the hands forward in front of the chest. We're going to take a slow, controlled drop all the way to laying. We want it to be nice and slow, pulling the belly button in as we lay the torso all the way back. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Finding a slow, controlled drop. Pull the belly button in. Hands are staying in front of the chest. Rolling the shoulders back, palms up. Taking ourselves down. Planting the palms face down at the hips. Pushing off from that mat. Raising that torso back up. Opening the palms. Inhaling the arms up. Stretching forward in front of the chest. Taking that slow, controlled drop again. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Slowly dropping back. Pulling the shoulders back, palms up. Taking ourselves all the way down, palms facing down at the hips. One final time, taking the torso up. Opening the palms at the side. Inhaling the arms up. Exhaling forward in front of the chest, taking one final drop of movement. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Dropping back. Rolling the shoulders back, palms facing up. Taking ourselves all the way down to the mat, letting the arms rest at the sides. We're going to enter into our Savasana. Allowing yourself to sink into the mat. Finding a deep inhale in. As we exhale out, feeling the hips sink. Feeling the lower back and shoulders drop deeper into that mat. Again, finding that deep inhale in. Exhaling out, sinking deeper into that mat. With the eyes closed, taking the time with the Savasana. Allowing the body to rest and the mind to be at peace. We're going to stay in Savasana. Remembering our intentions from today. Remembering that mindset we want to have throughout the week. As we find our inhale in, letting it build that sense of strength in the body, strength in the mind and the heart. As we find that exhale out, we release fear. We let go of doubt. Continue finding that strength through that inhale. And that release through that exhale. As we draw in and push out. Letting the heart gratitude. Gratitude for the very breath we take. For the opportunities at hand. For the life and love we have. Let that gratitude manifest into joy. Allowing ourselves to have a joyful heart. Grateful for our pets. We're going to awaken that body. We're going to feel some movement through the fingers and through the toes. Feeling the life grow through the legs and the hips, through the shoulders and then the back. And when you're ready, bringing yourselves to that seated position as we end today. We're going to close the eyes, bringing those hands to prayer at that center chest. Finding that strong inhale in, that exhale out. Remembering our gratitude, our joy, and our fulfillment for this week. Staying strong and positive in all that we do. Encourage you all to push through this week, finding that breath, reminding ourselves of those intentions. Have a great Monday afternoon, everyone. I'll see you again tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Namaste.